As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with Turn on, so yes.
A pleasant good night, cycling fans and supporters. Welcome
to the best thing happening on a Thursday night, like our fans love to say, Andrew. I'm excited to be back. It is Thursday. I've been waiting all day to be on the show, so we're excited. We're passionate about this, and we're going to give the viewers an awesome show tonight. It's going to be hot in the studios like it is hot and steamy outside.
Is what?
266.
266.
266, can you believe it?
Sorry, 226.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I got the fire.
66 that are Rick, guys. It's still time to buy burrito, right?
That was a good one.
Yeah.
266.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, we were missing last week, but nevertheless, we're back in Studios D.
We were missing last week. It seems like time flies by so quickly,
yeah.
right? It didn't seem like we missed a week, but I'm sure our fans I'm sure the viewers definitely know that we weren't here last week. Yep, but we're back, and you're going to kick it off with your special announcements and birthday greetings. And all that fun stuff, right?
Well, actually, I have one sad news: the passing of family of the Catus. I think his name is Otto Catus. Passed away. Mr. Anthony called me and told me he passed away. So, all condolences with the entire Catus family in this tough times. But he's with the Lord. He has gained his wings and he's above.
Yeah, definitely condolences. That's Ray Cat and Michael Catus. Michael Catus, my friend from Chicago. That's their uncle.
That's their uncle. Okay.
And he was, I believe, 80 or 81 years old.
Okay.
And unfortunately, passed away suddenly. So, condolences, like Andrew said, to the entire family, to my buddy out there in Chicago. I think he's trying to make his way down here to Belize. So, if he is, safe travels, and also our good friend Ray Cat and Brandon Catus, Kaya Catus, and the entire Catus family.
Yep, so besides I want to start off some birthday greetings. No, I want is Stuart on number 2. No, I want Enrique. If Enrique could help me. They give me a name for a birthday person, and I look, I cannot get it right. Oh, Miss Beverly Price's son. Okay. Happy birthday, Miss Beverly Price. She's one of our faithful. She wants to go live. I see Miss Beverly Price is watching, so
yes.
She's always on. So
good night and happy birthday in advance to you.
Oh, of course. So we want to say we won't be in here for Mother's Day, but we want to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. So if we start off with that, Happy Mother's Day to all mothers, folks. Isostime, thanks Mr. Kevin Logan for our tires, and of course the meal. I'm hungry, so I may just eat. I start a bit late because I had some little vehicle issues, but we are here. All right, so birthday greetings we have Raja Brand from Elephant Sun Cycling Team, also Darkanul from Elephant Sun Cycling Team, celebrate his birthday. I have three ladies in Rick Rife. We have Keely Castillo, Kelsey Castillo, and today Carla Castillo, his wife, celebrate her birthday. So big up to the entire Castillo family. It's Rick with 2 daughters and wife. Kenroy Roca birthday. Sherman Roca celebrate birthday. Anthony's sister, but I remember the name. Dolfo, give me the name of his sister. Dolfo, please help me. Or someone of the family, please help me and say the name, because I thought it was Karima, but it seems it's not Karima. It's one of the other sisters. So I didn't get it right. We have a special birthday greetings to this lady Turner. They're actually a family. 100 years old. Miss Antonia McFadden.
Oh yes, absolutely, from Willows Bank.
Willows Bank, yes.
Yes.
She turned 100 years old. Today is Dangalang's
Let's ring the,
birthday too.
let's ring the bell for that
Yes,
100.
ring the bell for that 100.
That's
yes.
sure a, that is surely a feat, right? 100 years.
Yeah, and also Doc McFadden, he turned 67. He's visiting from New York. He said, in the shop today, he said that, you know me and David? I said, yes, David did tell me. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Vicky Abraham, Judge's wife, celebrated birthday earlier. Jason David, that's from Riga. She's the grandson of Miss Anis. And I have a special little friend. She last year took picture with me after the cross country. This year, look for me, I take picture with me cross country. Her name is Alicia Quilter.
It's her birthday.
So I was start to have, I think we have fan of the week. So I think she was start off with she put up her picture with my name and do a little thing, but Alicia, not Alicia, Alicia.
I like that idea, fan of the week.
Yes.
Yes, I love it.
So I start a new thing, a fan of the week. Once I take a picture, Mr. Dones, so put up a picture. So I start off with Alicia.
Mrs. Alda Cabral and Adolfo Cabral, happy birthday to my grandson, Caden Spencer. Caden Spencer, happy birthday to you. And also, did you mention Jan DeLong? Heavenly birthday to him as well.
Who?
Not Jan DeLong, Dangalang.
Dangalang.
Yes,
Why you fake news now?
not Jan DeLong, yes.
Yes. Just put up there. Okay. Joshua, okay.
His birthday is on Sunday.
Yeah.
So he shares the same birthday as Mrs. Beverly Price.
And I think you have some birthday greetings already.
Well, I have one special birthday greeting actually. That's my son.
Your son, okay.
He was the 4th. So happy birthday to Dwayne Dion Wade Jr. The 4th was Monday.
Monday, okay.
Yeah, so that was his birthday. He's 30 today.
Okay.
Unbelievable how time flies.
Oh, yep. Big happy birthday.
I have a 30-year-old. In a couple of weeks, I will, I'll be 52. And then my daughter is also May. She will be 29. And my dad will be 95 years old at the end of May.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of May.
Lot of May.
A lot of May
Well, me and my
birthdays.
family too.
Yeah.
My brother coming up, and my wife coming up, and Mr. Bank. Well, but anyway, we'll give them.
Right,
a
well,
shout
yeah,
out.
exactly. Yes, yeah.
But folks, once again, this is cycling talk as we recap races and talk about upcoming race. The last week Thursday, you have that information about last week Thursday? You have that, George, or did you put it up for last week Thursday or no? Or just this Thursday? Did you have result for last week Thursday? Come, Brandon, won last week Thursday, right? Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
let's
we have that.
Make us start with that first.
Well,
Oh.
female one, the same person signed up with
Well,
last weekend the title, but
Yeah, female, that's Khadijah.
So, yeah, but
Khadijah
there was no
Francis.
female this morning, George, so there's no female this morning.
Well, it's last week,
Yeah, okay, last week.
can you send that last week?
Yeah.
That's what show. Another picture we sent last week, and then the top 9 for last week, that is.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll bring it in, yeah?
All right, cool. So, do you want to take that?
Yeah, sure. So last week's race, because we were off, we didn't get to report on this. So again, this is the Thursday race. Thursday races hosted by the Weekend Warrior Cycling Club. It is a 21-mile roughly route, 2 laps in the link road, Andrew. Average speed of this race typically 24 to 26 miles an hour, depending on the club riders, ride about 24 to 25, and the elite riders, when it's an open race, is about 26 miles an hour. So when the dust settled last Thursday, it was Brandon Catus again on a streak. He has won several of these, like many of these races. Brandon rides for Running Rebels. Definitely the winningest team in the Thursday race is Running Rebels. Alvan Gillett coming back pretty strong. He was second, riding for SPD. Kenroy Smokes Gladden was third, so SPD had getting 2 and 3 on the podium there. Preston Martinez, a strong ride by him for 4th place, riding for M&M Engineering. Warren Cowie was in 5th place, riding for Team Santinos. I think the only rider now competing under the Team Santinos banner. So doing very good, holding up his head pretty well. followed by Sherman Pestamas in 6th place. Sherman Pestamas rides for Running Rebels. D. Wade riding for BZ Boys. They say Mr. Consistency always on the podium. Anthony Tun riding for Running Rebels, so running Rebels all over the podium. 3 guys in the top 9, and then Revel Young, 9th place, rounding out the podium there, riding for Team Stingers.
So I bring this week one out.
You put Kedisha on.
Yeah, Kedisha Francis riding for
Oh.
Team Imanes, right? Khadijah Francis riding for Team Imanes, and I was surprised I didn't see her out this morning. Perhaps she had something else to do, but she didn't make it out this morning. But I do encourage the females to ride these Thursday races because they are going to get much, much better. And we have some special invites for next Thursday, which we'll talk about. Go ahead.
Yep, and so like how the Thursday race, let's do this morning because we have other races. So this morning, Thursday race, sponsored by Loans to Go Weekend Warriors Thursday race. On top of the podium, Brandon Catus, back-to-back victory in an exciting sprint. Henry Morera lead on the guys, man. It was, I know him going on to the wire. It was extremely close. Harrow jump out, and Brandon and his wheel and nip him right at the finishing line. So when the dust settled, Brandon Catus riding for Shell Helix Running Rebels in first position. Second, Harrow Campos riding for Whatever Boys. Third, Henry Morera, Bundle of Joy. In fourth position, Charles Leslie Jr. riding for Elephant Sons. Fifth, it's Stephen the Mike Man Jurgensen riding for Team Stinners. Kenry Smokes Gladden riding for SPD in sixth position. Seventh, Preston Martinez riding for M&M's. Sidney Belizier riding for Shell Helix Running Rebels in 8th position, and round out the top 10, Mr. Consistency D. Wade riding for BZ Boys. So always on the podium.
Top 9. I just squeezed in.
I squeezed in
this morning. So I was initially in that break, and then I got dropped from the break. And after I got dropped from a big break, I was caught by a chase group. So I was there working with them. We couldn't catch the other. What was it? 6 riders in the front. Yep, 6 riders are in the front, and then
that's separated into 3 and 3.
Yep, so 6 riders in the front, 3 and 3. So we couldn't catch this Smokes, Mike Mann, and Charles Leslie. We couldn't catch them, so we just decided just to ride in. And at the end, 2 guys jumped out. No one kind of chased them, so I'm like, okay, well, there's still 1 position here. I'm pretty confident in my sprint. Warren jumped out, and I knew I got to stay on the podium. I got a streak, so it's going to be pretty tough to get off that podium. But I try every race to at least try to be in the top 9. So happy about that. Maybe I should have stayed with the break, but next week is going to be different. We know we'll ride a little bit differently.
Yes. Yeah.
But big congratulations to all these guys.
Of course.
You know, and shout out to Brandon Catus for being he's another Mr. Consistency in these Thursday races. I think by far he is the most winningest rider in the Thursday races, in the club races. So I think almost every club, I can't think of another rider that has won it in a while. Because before Brandon, it was like, I know Hannah was winning a couple of them. Hyro win like a couple, but Brandon has won like several.
Yep.
Right, so very consistent there.
Yeah. Just before we move on, we have some other race results. But George, can you put up a thing when Miss Rita sent away for the by the raffle, right? Raffle, right?
So the kids, the junior kids were always trying to compete international, and it shows that these guys that are going outside and competing against different competition, they're getting better because, as we will discuss later, they're actually up there with the elites, you know, the elite podium. So these are the same kids that Miss Rita and a group of folks are trying to help fund their experience, probably coming up this summer. So you've got Ahmad Charrington, the young phenom. You have Devin Major, Keith Enright Jr., and I think a couple more riders as well. But yeah, that's the story there. So we encourage folks to purchase these. Do you have information as far as how they can purchase these tickets and also the cost?
Yeah, I think Ms. Rita shared in the group, but
Okay.
but they can reach out to Miss Melanie Steen, and I think you could reach out to her wife.
Okay. Bundles of Joy?
Yep.
All right.
She's Robin. Reach out to Robin. The phone numbers. They have it on Facebook, so check the Facebook page.
So we have it here. So it's a raffle that will be the 31st of May. $30 a chance for one chance. So one ticket, $30. If you buy two, you save $10, Andrew. $50 for two. All right. Reach out again to Miss Rita. You can reach out to Melanie Steen, Robin Moreira, and they will help you out. Again, this raffle is to help our riders: Ahmad, Devin, Keith, Kaden, Kian, and Jamal. So quite a bit of riders here from different teams also, and they'll be racing in Chicago and Oklahoma. So they're probably going to be doing the Chicago circuit, the Chicago Grit, 10 days of cycling there, 10 days of racing, and then in Oklahoma as well, Tulsa Tough. So doing that. So guys, it's a great opportunity for these kids to get out there. Obviously, we know cycling is very expensive. We do know that the Mr. Glenn Flowers and the Williams brothers, they're going to be helping as well, but they also have other obligations. So anything that we can chip in to help out beside this raffle, you know, if you want to reach out to, I think Miss Rita is the point person on this. I think I've seen her some posts that she's been doing very early on. So I'm sure you guys can reach out to Miss Rita, and if you wanted to help out a little bit, she will direct you in the right place. Her phone number is 636-1371. Again, WhatsApp 636-1371. You can call her, text her, and said, hey, you want an opportunity to help these kids out. Any donation is very much appreciated. Nothing is too small, right, Andrew?
Yeah. Miss Rita put me down for one of the tickets.
Excellent.
So I buy one of the tickets.
There you go.
I want a chance. My mom is with me, so I want to buy. I want to win one. Mother's Day thing for her.
There you go. Fantastic.
All right.
Yes, very cool.
Remind Miss Rita, write my name for my ticket. Yep. So we continue to move on with results. So we had this past weekend. I traveled to Benque, Viejo del Carmen, right? That's way west. And you know, when the folks see me, surprised them, of course, here who the race. Oscar Quiros is back. I mean, how another day Oscar Quiros is
I know.
back.
The daddy, huh? One of your favorite riders.
Yes, he's back. So
and also 2023 cross-country champion. Is it 2023 or 20? Yeah, 23. Yeah, there you go.
So the gentleman said that they want to have a lot more races there in Benque. I mean, they want the cross-country go all the way to Benque, back to Belize. But I don't know how that will work out. But it was a beautiful event. You have the results there, George? You could put the results for me.
Which category was that?
I always say ladies first. I always put the ladies.
Oh, shoot.
No, not that.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Bring it in?
Yeah, please. No, that's Mexico.
Oh, shoot.
And I'm going to take care of that. Because it's Spanish name better.
Yeah. Right here.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. All right, so Benque Pre-Mother's Day cycling race. In first position in the female category, we have Patricia Chavarria riding for Chavarria Cycling. Second place, Kedisha Francis riding for Team Imanes. And third, Liane Choto riding for Troya Treats. Beautiful event. They did one lap, which is something about 60 miles.
Okay. Which is nice because it's a hard terrain too.
But indeed, it was extremely hard.
Yeah,
it was
very difficult terrain.
In the junior event,
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the junior event, young Devin Major riding for D-Flow on top of the podium. Second place, Jamal Tablada riding for Riga Cycling. And third, Khalil General riding for whatever boys. So nice race. They did 2 laps.
Okay.
Yep.
30 miles or so, 32
yep.
miles.
The first and second came in together, and then the sprint started. I understand like any mix-up may happen close to the end, but I think one of the guys I thought that the need for have officials at all those turning points.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
And in the Open Elite, yes, Kenyon Stanford riding for G-Flow, first place. Oscar Curious, welcome back, riding for Team Valvoline. And in third place, young Ryan Cad. This young man, Ryan Cad, this kid is very talented, man. I see him off the bike, on the bike, but he's very talented. But it was good to see Oscar back. In the interview, he did mention that, he's just fine with the legs. He said this time he really get hurt bad, right? Because they showed the knee, the CO sky, that's just like a slightly peel. It's definitely more serious than that. So it was good to see him back, and he said, he'll do his best. It's just trying to get back into condition. So Oscar, welcome back.
Well, Oscar loves the cycling. He loves the sport. So he's doing this for the love, because obviously, as we know in Belize, there's no real money in cycling, and he works at Caribbean Tires, I believe, in the marketing department. So he has a full-time job, and he's doing the best he can. And whenever he trains, you can see. Whenever he shows up to races, he used to joke around with me. I was like, "Yeah, D-Wade, I'm in no kind of shape." I said, "Oscar, you're not gonna be racing unless you have a chance to be on the podium," and it shows. Pretty much every race he rides, unless there's something catastrophic or something, but he's always finishing on the podium. So nice job. Love to see him back. I hope he keeps that determination and motivation, and hopefully get ready for the nationals here.
Yep. So that's the results for the Primaries Day race held there in Benque. I want to big up I think it's the City Council that sponsored it.
Okay.
Yep, the gentleman gave me his name. I forgot his name, but they said there were more races up there. So
yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. I want to say the young kid was riding excellent, and he went down hard. Kid in Sutherland.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he hit one, he gap in on the road and wipe him out.
Okay.
Man broke up a pretty handlebar, but
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
But cyclists are worried, and he's back, so
Yeah.
yep.
Good.
So the Belizean travel across the border to Cozumel, Mexico. It's an annual race.
Yes.
So make you read the result and maybe give a little more about that race.
Sure.
So.
Right, bring it to you?
Yep, please. Doesn't have a screen.
Yep. Happy to do so. So which category? Let's start with female.
Female category.
Female category. So the female category, and this is the annual Carrera Ciclista Cedral 2026. So it's basically the Cedral Cycling Classic race, right? Just like we have classics here, this is a big classic for them. I've done this race a couple of times. It's amazing. It's actually racing on the seafront, so a lot of crosswind, head and crosswinds. So it's a beautiful course, but it's not an easy course by any means. So after the race, you'll enjoy it. During the race, it's pretty miserable, but you enjoy it after the race because you get some nice shots and stuff of that, like that. But when the dust settled, Andrew, and the wind stopped blowing in the female race, first place went to no other than the newly retired from CFB Elite Racing, Kaya Katus, now riding for Loans to Go. Loans to Go Team Belize. And I guess she has some tremendous record out there in this classic. The organizer said this is 12 years in a row that she has won the female category.
Whoa.
Yep, pretty amazing. That's something to be proud of. In second place was Montserrat Ocampo, and she rides for team 37 from Playa del Carmen. Third place, Veronica Favila, riding for Team Go Cycling from Cancun. Fourth place, Yameli Villapando, riding for Sky Team of Merida. And in fifth place, Yasmin Quezada, YM Team from Cancun. So that's your top 5 in the female category for the Carrera Ciclista Sidral 2026. Up next, we have the,
Which one are
whichever one you put up, we'll report on. All right, yep, let's do it juniors. So winner of the youth category, which is the under 18, so they don't have necessarily juniors, I guess they call them juvenil, which are youths under 18 years old. First place, none other than a Belizean again. Team riding for Anthony Mahler, Digi Anthony Mahler, Stefan Pelayo. First place. Aaron Pope did a nice job as a teammate. I think I was looking at the sprint finish there, and Aaron Pope led out Pelayo. I think Pelayo is the sprinter on that team. Aaron Pope also riding that day for Anthony Mahler, Digi Alliance. So these kids locally they ride for Misfits. But because they're traveling, and I guess they went along with the Anthony Mahler Digi Alliance team, that's why they're using the jersey. And rounding out the podium is none other than the Mexican Gabriel Rueda. He does not have a team that he's associated with here on the official results. The organizers would like to thank their families, coaches, and everyone that supported these young, talented youths. And we're going to move on to next.
Yeah, we have the Belmont Pan.
No,
sorry.
next are the,
Yeah.
is that the master category?
I got C, yeah.
The C category. I don't think we got all the participants. We do. All right. So first place, Arturo. Can you put that on the screen? On the screen.
Are they on screen?
Yes.
Then they. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can off the.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes. Perfect. Excellent. So this is the Masters C category. So Belize only had one rider in that category, again representing Loans to Go. But Arturo Terrones from Mexico was in first place as the Masters C champion. Mr. Big Will, Isaiah Willesee, riding for Loans to Go, was in second place. So Loans to Go with a couple of folks here on the podium. It's a new team sponsored by none other than Tom Tillett from Loans to Go. Nice job. Alberto Yanes Castro out of Mexico was in third place. Raul Gallardo, it looks like he is Guatemalan
Argentina.
or Argentinian.
I was in make a mistake, but that sounds like I travel far, Joe.
He could be living there in Mexico, right?
Okay.
Maybe his wife is Mexican.
Okay.
But he's an Argentinian, Raul Gallardo. And then Victor Balam from Mexico was in fifth place. So again, nice job to the Belizean there in second place. And we move up.
This one, you want to put it down. Nobody's.
Yes. All right. So in the master, yeah, because we're doing the whole classic, right? And of course, these guys are big fans of Belize as well. So we want to report on that. If you can put it down in the bottom.
Yeah, right, it's true, yeah.
Yep.
Give this up.
Yep. So Guillermo, this is Master B. We didn't have any participants in this category. Usually Roque Matos would be here. If I rode, I would be in this category as well. So this would be your 50 to 59 category. Guillermo Perez from Mexico was first place. Guillermo Perez looks like he rides for Team Zoros, which is a big team over there. Fernando Burgos Rosado, Mexican again, was second. Is that, not sure what team he's riding for. Guy DeVoe riding, that's an unusual Mexican name, right? In third place, and it looks like he rides for Team Zoros as well. Fourth place, Daniel Rangel Cano, riding, not sure what team he rides for. Luis Perez Andino was in fifth place. And then, of course, your Masters A category. So not only is he King of Belize, Master A, he's also now King of Mexico. I wonder if Henry Moreira is thinking about maybe being the King of Guatemala as well. So I know that might be a new challenge for you, but definitely riding at a superb level right now. He's been very, very consistent. Again, that's another Mr. Consistency in his category, and he definitely shows up for the big races. Henry Moreira, and he prepares. So it's all about preparing, riding smart, and then performing. Henry Moreira, and when he rides these races or international, he's riding for Anthony Mala Digi Alliance. So nice job there on the Masters A win. These guys rode the same distance as the Elite, 80 kilometers, the exact same route, and they averaged just over 24 miles an hour with that cross and headwind. So nice job. Edmundo Robledo was in second place, Mexican, and also Team Zoros. If you notice, Team Zoros is definitely highly represented on these podiums.
Yep.
They've got a big team out there. So is this other team in third place, Diego Ortega Quezada, again Mexican. Fourth was Jose Cervera Flores, was in fourth place. In fifth place, no other than Belizean Brandon Catus, traveling with Loans to Go. So you had the siblings, the sister and brother, riding for Loans to Go and representing themselves well in fifth place. In sixth place was Francisco Flores, not Francisco the Animal Flores, but Francisco Flores, the Mexican rider. And in seventh place, rounding out the podium, I'm surprised it's seven positions, but that's great, Alejandro Gonzalez again. So thanks to the Clásica, the Carrera Clásica Cedral 2026, thanks to all the organizers, thanks to them for actually inviting Belizeans. They love to invite Belize. Although we go over there and historically we win a lot in that classic, they still continue inviting us. So you know, we show the same respect, you know, for the competition, the Mexican competition as well. Those guys are always welcome to come here to Belize and participate in our Masters events or elite events. As you can see in the cross country, we had some folks from Tennis Stars and so forth who came, and they did very well. You know, Kiras and some of the other younger elite guys. So we welcome, if our Mexican friends or our border friends are watching right now, we definitely welcome you guys to Belize. We'd love to see actually in these master races, as long as they fit in that category, you know, the 40 plus, 50 plus, or 60 plus. We'd love to personally just invite them to come out and do these races. The prizes are great, you know. We travel there, you know, they can travel here, and we can definitely build up a nice relationship and have some better races. They used to come quite a bit, but it seems like they fell off just a bit. Team Santino's used to bring them quite a bit, but you know, we're inviting you again to participate in these races. Reach out to the Weekend Warrior Cycling Club. You can reach out to me and I can facilitate that. If you want to come and do some CFB races, we can facilitate that as well. But love to have more international competition here in Belize. And of course, in the elite category, the young phenom, Derek Chavarria. And Derek ride for China Sharman team. And it seems like wherever Derek shows up, he's finding his way in the podium. You know, he's I love his riding style. You know, and I'll say a little bit about that. See, Derek is a very talented rider, obviously. You know, he's a Continental Pro rider, but I think more so than his physical ability is his mental ability that kind of propels him to these victories. He shows up and he rides his race. He's not affected by what anyone else is doing. He always rides his race, and he understands that he has to be in front of the race in order to have a chance to win. And so no matter where he's at, he gets to the front of the race. The prime example, the last Thursday open race, Derek was in the back. And the next thing you know, Derek was in the front, right? He didn't wait for someone to try to take him there. He moved when he needed to move and did the right thing. And he never says anything. He always just competes, and you know, even when he's not winning, he lives with the result. But that guy is another Mr. Consistency. And I love his demeanor. I love his racing style. Not only he's a great talent, but he's just a phenomenal rider and does things the right way. So well done there. In second place, Zoros rider Jose Alfredo Aguirre. I understand he's a pretty strong rider as well, and him and Derek escaped. and they went away, and they were running, I think, for quite a bit. And of course, Belizeans are known to have a little bit of speed over the Mexicans, and he bested the Mexican there on the finish. The young junior rider, Keith Enright Jr., in third place. When I saw this, because I knew the competition that was here, you know, with the Belizean riders, we had some solid Belizean riders in this race. And when I look at the podium, the only elite rider was Derek Chavarria. I didn't see the other elite riders that were participating in this race. So I'm like, what happened? Something must have happened, right? That was unusual. But Keith Enright rode a phenomenal race, and he was third, riding for G Flow Cycling Team. Jaleel Escalante was in fourth place, and Ahmad Sherrington, fifth place. So I understand that Derek and Jose Aguirre, they got away, and Derek won. Keith and the other Mexican, Jaleel Escalante, they got away, and Keith won. And then Ahmad won the bunch sprint. So it was Ahmad Sherrington, again showing his burst of speed. Jose Alfredo Santoyo was in sixth place. And then, well, that's a team name.
Shoot,
That is a
My
team.
apologies.
That is a team name there.
Yeah, that is not the name.
Yeah.
Not for me.
What do I know, right? And he equipped those Zoro.
So Zoro Rider was in seventh place. Yeah. All right, we can move on from that.
Then. So.
But again, we'd like to say congratulations to all the guys who were there, right? We had a bunch of guys there. We had the Antonimala Digi Alliance that was there. So thanks to those guys for showing up and participating. And we also had Jaivin Gonzalez from Legion. He was here as well, participating in that race. So for all the folks, Athlete Lozano, who rode pretty strong as well, not on the podium, but rode well. So all those folks who made it out to seek foreign competition, it's only going to help them get better, Andrew.
So we had first a May race.
A Labor Day race.
A Labor Day race in Belmopan.
No vacation for you.
Huh? No, I never did that.
Oh, you didn't do okay.
I couldn't do that.
Okay.
I did it Thursday. So in the female category, the wife of Giovanni. Any first name again?
That's Natalie Lovell.
Natalie Lovell, riding for Lovell Cycling.
That good. Natalie, you got to show up to more races now. So Andrew, remember you're a household name, right?
Yeah. And then moving on to this is the open category, right? I don't know all the categories, but but that was the top 10, right? The top 10 I give you. So makasiba know some.
Yeah. So this was just a complete masters race.
Okay, complete masters.
Yeah, this was all masters.
I know some of the names and I know all the guys, but the Makastata.
Or club masters.
Club masters. So Smokes Gladden riding. Well, he ride for Elephant Sons, but
no.
Elephant Sons SPD, but in Havana, Jersey, they are not there. So Smokes Gladden first, second Giovanni Choto. He rides for Troya Treats. Charles Leslie Jr. riding for Elephant Sons in third place. Fourth place, Preston Martinez rides for Team M&M's. In fifth place, the young man, I don't know his name, he rides for PMA. I think his name is Osha, if I'm not sure. But somebody have to let me know his name. That's what. Fifth, sixth, we have Anthony Tun, he rides for Running Rebels. In seventh, we have Sam Vicia riding for Team Santinos. In eighth place, we have Efren Mancias. I'm not sure who he rides for. In ninth, we have
Sherman, is that Sherman Thomas?
No, not Sherman Thomas.
No, that's Jahil.
No, I think in Neil.
Jahil Neal?
No, I forgot what the first name. Neil. He
Okay.
rides for he rides for Fun and Fitness, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And wrong the 10th position we have
Choto.
Rafael
Rafi Choto.
So the only person I really know that the guy in a PMA. But big up to Taricano, who had the race, and big up Guns for covering the race.
Yeah, that was a nice race. I rewatched it, or I watched part of it live and then rewatched it. And Smokes and the 2015 cross country champion, 2012 cross country champion, of course, Giovanni Ciotto. They got away. I think they ran 2 laps, and it was 4 laps they did, and they did 2 laps by themselves. And the chase group was with Charlie, Preston Martinez, Tun, and the young man there, and that's kind of how it spread out. But nice little race, Labor Day race, and kicking off the activities before the annual agricultural and trade show.
Yeah. But then Henry Neal, the one
Yes,
in a green, yeah.
Henry Neal, correct.
Yeah.
We apologize.
Yep.
Mr. Neal, you got to show up for more races. So if Andrew does not know your name on a first name basis, that means they just got to race some more, right?
Yep, yeah. No, the brains get kind of old. Sometimes it does slip me. Even during the live, sometimes I forget people's name, but as part of the excitement of the race and
Correct.
getting old. Yep. So those are what we have any other race. I don't think we have no other race to report on, right? That's it, right? We do the 2 Thursday race. We do the one in Mexico. We do the Loba Day. We do the pre-Mother's Day race. So
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That should be it, unless we don't have any more results in
Yeah. No, not that I know of.
So we're
Yeah,
good.
Yeah. I want to apologize to Irene Benque. I supposed to feature a recording I did, but it's like 20 minutes long. So what I'll do with that for Irene, I know Irene might be looking on, and she has some friends there in France, so I want to pick up Irene in France. But what I'll do, we'll post it on the page so everybody could see it. So it's over like 20 minutes long, right?
Yeah.
So, take up too much of the show time.
You should post it on your YouTube and just do a special YouTube.
Yes,
and then share that YouTube link to your
Facebook page.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
George is the man for that. George have to do that because actually I have 2 races on the post up on YouTube. That I have the last week Thursday race and I have this morning Thursday race.
Okay.
But George and normally do one the
Thumbnail thing, huh?
One thing,
Yes.
Oh yes, I was always confused. You and Philip, I think you have to change the title. One of Philip and one
The Leslie Boys.
Right, Leslie Boys, yeah. Yeah. So I have some stuff for Laura, but that George and I'm gonna do that. All right. So then coming up next week Thursday we have the Wade birthday race. Coming up next week Thursday, the Wade birthday race. And see the prizes there. So
It's the D-Wade birthday Thursday party.
okay.
So it's a Thursday party, Andrew. Everyone on the podium is guaranteed a slice of milk cake.
Why?
Birthday cake. You get it, anything you want. You and Rick get anything you guys want. So you don't even need to ask.
I want lemonade.
With that?
Yes.
All
I
right,
want
good.
lemonade.
All right, perfect. I'll bring lemonade then.
All right.
So everyone on the podium guaranteed a slice, and then whatever is left over is everybody else going to eat it. But we'll have a birthday cake. We'll have prizes for everyone, and this is our opportunity to give back a little bit. So myself, and then of course I'll definitely have some sponsors who's sponsoring. I got my sisters who they're always excited and said, hey, how can we help out? So Sharon Wade and Desiree Wade. Thank you guys very, very much for contributing there. My good friend Terrence Sinclair also donating to this event, and I'll have a couple more names that I'll list. But when I say it's the D-Wade birthday, it's my birthday, but I'm not responsible for everything. People are always like, whenever and that's a good thing, because I live my life like yourself, in service and giving back. I enjoy this. Like, I'm excited to give back and to pool my little resources to help people out. And folks were saying like, hey, just charge a normal Thursday race $10 fee. But I think like it's a birthday, and just like it's free registration, right?
Free registration. So
free registration, just come out, and even if you want to use it as a training ride, come out and do it. But it's going to be fun. Hopefully a big crowd come out and just celebrate each other and talk a little bit of smack after the race and in fun, right?
And they have a slice of cake.
Have a slice of milk cake. Yes. But we start on time. I know weekend. Of course, this is being organized by the Weekend Warrior Cycling Club. So I'm just gathering the prizes. So we're gonna go 9 deep, but I will have a bonus prize for 10th place, but I'm not putting that on the flyer. So just so everybody knows. We also do going female. There's typically only one prize for female, but I'm encouraging, because I want to encourage all the females to come out, Andrew, I'll put 2 more prizes for the female. So we'll give the females a couple of prizes as well. We have 5 elite prizes. So elite juniors can definitely dip into that elite prize as well, elite junior prizes. What else we have? Yeah, of course, live streaming by Andrew Ardonis and Rick. So thank you guys in advance for all your support. And again, encouraging all the cyclists to come out. I know it's a little drive, but and you have to get up super early, but maybe guys from out west can make it. This isn't, the prizes are not great, but it's because, it's just giving back and free registration. So thank you in advance, and come out and let's party.
Yeah. And then, folks, this weekend, our road leads to Riga. The Nadia's Culture Shed annual race, right? That's your name, right?
Mrs. Cabral wants a slice of that cake.
Oh,
so I guess Dolfo will have to come by and...
Yeah, don't forget that.
If he's still in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Mother's Day race in Riga.
Riga, right,
Yes.
this weekend.
Mm-hmm. And that's the Nade Cycling Classic. Well, not quite a classic, but it's an annual Mother's Day race.
I'm not sure if it's this is a recent one. Would it be the recent flyer?
I think so. I actually have that shared in the...
I think the flyer, I think it may change, but I believe so. But they were talking to Mr. Moores, and he was...
So this is the most recent one that I have that's just shared. So it's the Nade's Cultural Shed Mother's Day Cycling Race, right? Sunday, May 10th, 2026, and it starts at 9 a.m., Andrew. Okay, and that's right downtown there, just before the drums. Is kind of where you start at, and some really good prizes actually. So we're going to go through these. We have the elite prizes. Elite is 1 through 5, Andrew. First place, 800 big ones. Second place, 400s. Third place, 250. Fourth place, 150. And even if you got the last spot on the podium, it'll pay for your gas.
Okay.
$100. In the female category, again, nicely done. First place, $200. Second place, $125, and then third place, $75. In the junior category, I wonder if there's double dipping. I'm not sure. They ride separate. They might ride separate though. So if the organizers can let us know, if they're watching, can they let us know if these races are going to be held together or separate? Typically we go separate, right? If I remember last year. First place junior, $250. Second place, $150, Andrew. Third place, $100. Fourth place, $75, and fifth place, $50. In the Weekend Warrior Club category, you got A, B, and C. In A, Andrew, 5 deep again, 3, 2, 1, 75, 50. In the B category, 1, 200, 150, 100, 75, and 50. That's the B category. In the C category, 200, 150, 100, 50, just as the B category. So come out and party. Let's see. It looks like race route by category. Elites and A category, they're doing the same route. So from the start of the race, which is Nadia's Cultural Shed, it turns at the Placencia Junction and returning back. So both elites and A do the same route. So it looks like the A's will be riding with the elites. And then the juniors, B and C category rides together. That's interesting. And that's Nadia's Cultural Shed to Maya Center. In the female category, they're going to be doing Nadia's Cultural Shed to Hopkins Junction and back. Right? So that explains that. Registration is $20. Contact Mr. Galindo. His phone number is 635-9222, 635-9222. Mr. Galindo, I think he's from the Griga Cycling Club. If not, that's his phone number, and you guys can reach out to him They say to take a look out for many station prizes. Those station prizes usually come a little bit later, so I'm sure those will be announced before Sunday. If not, they'll be announced at the start of the race. But great race again. Thanks to Mr. Galindo and his team for sponsoring this event, and thanks to all the sponsors for contributing to to cycling. And we'll be there. We're going. So I'm not sure you are.
No.
You're gonna.
But Rick will take over as the streamer for the day. So Rick and the data will carry the tripod with the
Okay.
with the phone.
So Kelsey.
Not Kelsey. The next data, Keely.
Okay.
Rick will do the talking. So he did come in. So
Who's gonna be driving?
Rick can drive and he announce.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He have done it before.
Okay, with the helmet.
Yeah, he have the helmet and everything.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
perfect
Yeah,
then.
everything. Yeah.
Well, Rick is gonna be. This should be interesting.
We're fully informed.
I know Rick is a fantastic driver, so let's see how his broadcasting skills are. I think he'll do a fantastic job.
Yep.
So, well done. Thanks for substituting for.
Well, I'll send all the equipment, some the cameras,
Okay.
the power pack, so we'll have everything. Yeah.
And you know what? Our viewers are so informed and educated. If they just keep the camera on the race, they'll be
They
able
know
to.
too, yeah. They know
They'll be able
drivers,
to. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
But looking forward to it. I'll be racing in the B category. Well, I don't know yet. Maybe I challenge myself and I race in the A category.
Yeah.
I see if I can get maybe one of those 5 prizes. Who
Ah.
knows? You never know. I might
Exactly.
do the ride with the elites
All right.
and go A and then leave the B category open. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Condolence, Mr. Harold Catus.
We're taking a break and then.
Yeah, I think we should take a break
Yes.
and then return when we have prizes we give away too, and we have some little more to chat about.
All right, fantastic. So we'll be going to break, George.
As the Wheel Turn has been brought to you by Southern Queen Products, Healthy Hair, Radiant Skin, Royal Confidence, Sensible Guess, and 3.14 Pi.
I'm here to say, hear me now. This is a Soul Fire production. Soul Fire production. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live with turn on. So yes. I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night at 6:30. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, streaming live we turn on us. So yes.
Welcome back, folks.
Welcome back to the 226th edition of As the Wheels Turn. Again, the best thing happening on a Thursday night. Andrew, I am excited. If you can't hear my excitement in my voice, I'm certainly excited. That little week sometimes, I guess, gets you like kind of wanting more. So you
Yep,
definitely
yep.
want to come back, right? So it's good to take a little break.
Yeah.
But we are back, and This show is everything cycling related, right? So we also want to stress to our viewers, it's definitely okay to have an opinion if you want to talk about something. Lines are always open here. You know, you can call in and we can take a call if there's something that you want to talk about. But some of the things that are happening, Andrew, coming up, we've got the nationals that are coming up. So we want to definitely encourage the cyclists to keep training and keep motivated, because right now it's May already. Next week will be like halfway through May, right? So that leaves 2 more weeks, and then we're into nationals. Nationals, I believe, is around the 29th of June. So not a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
So you definitely have to continue getting ready. I would also encourage them to do these Thursday races when there's an open race. As many, I know all these riders have their schedules and they have their coaches, but if they even talk to your coach and you can incorporate the Thursday race, because there's nothing like racing. Like, you can't simulate races in training, right? So if you're getting the race out there, perhaps you can do your part of your training in the races and come out and use these races as preparation for the bigger goals, right? Definitely, you know, you'll get some high intensity in these races. The open races are averaging 26 miles an hour. That's crazy. We're doing 21 miles in 49 minutes, right? That's riding at a very high clip.
Yeah. I had something just to touch upon just before going into that. So, like I mentioned, I had a interview with Irene Benque, which we will share on the YouTube and Facebook page. But I spoke to her, and I can relate to what she said. So she's there just over 2 weeks in France. She's trying to get used to the climate. She's along with folks from India, Dubai, I think Paraguay, Uruguay, Namibia, some African countries also, right? But a group of them. But and so I was asking her, what have she learned so far? And she said, you know something, it's totally different from what we do here in Belize. As a matter of fact, he said to her that they watch the Thursday race and enjoy the Thursday race. They like the excitement of the race, huh? But the coach not reach it, because some other cyclists still are not arrived there. So more. But she took part in a time trial. I think she dropped her chain. So you never want to do well in a time trial. But you know, he said something where like that hopefully come back in June, and then hopefully you return on. But what he said a total different thing. The weather, he said, kind of cold. It's raining at the Unicall, and even have chores to do. What day Earl Kana, he said it sweep.
Yeah.
So it's not only about cycling, it's about being disciplined.
Sure.
Yeah. But speaking to Irene, I did mention that Irene came not from a cycling background, but what where she is, Irene is one of the first, I believe, that traveled all the way to France. You could correct me, but I don't know of nobody else that have traveled, no cyclists that have traveled, and is in a cycling academy. So definitely have to touch upon that, and the same time talk about it, young Stefan Pelayo and young Aaron Pope. There's one person behind all these 3 young athletes, right? Irene started with St. Mr. Earl Gentle, and St. Stefan Pelayo just got started, along with Aaron Pope and Mr. Earl Gentle. So I want to ring the bell tonight for Mr. Earl Gentle, aka Rojo.
Big up Rojo. We'll call him the silent teacher.
Yeah, he's not a coach on paper, but he's definitely make a mark, because you saw Aaron and Stefan traveled to Mexico, and they were first and second. And this tells us something. Apparently, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, you know what he's really good at? I don't know what his cycling background is or his coaching ability, but I can tell you he's really good at. He's good with these kids and being able to get them motivated, right? Half the battle is actually keeping them motivated and driven. And I think that's what Rojo does a fantastic job at. So, I mean, if you're, and he's a very easy to talk to guy. He'll definitely help out anyone. So, if any kid is out there that's struggling with motivation and probably needs some help, a little bit of help,
motivated.
reach out to Earl Gentle. Everyone knows how to find him. He's always at the bike shop. So reach out to him and just ask, if he, if you mind helping him out, helping me out.
Because he has a young team here in Midfits, right? And they don't have any sponsors per se. It's a family. It's the Pelaya family, the Nicholson family, Rojo, and the friends around who assist him. So if anybody, feel free to contact him and assist him. He's doing an excellent job, and his thing about development kids, keeping, without a crime they happen, keeping kids off the street, showing the light. And like I mentioned, and I spoke to Irene, I said, Irene, remember you came around the shop just as a child going to school, and then he asked if you want to ride, and watch you by the fronts. But that's the reason I said I had to touch upon that topic and definitely give Mr. Earl Gentle his flowers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All the kids, basically what you're saying, that came under his wings, definitely you can see the improvement. That's well done, right? Definitely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So there was a topic amongst the cyclists, and I hear some friends talk about it. Have a course been set for the road championship?
Yes.
Okay.
Course has been set for the road championship. It is going to be the individual time trial is going to be the same.
Okay.
Right. Individual time trial is going to be through the boom circuit.
Boom circuit.
And that's probably, I believe, what is that? 20 Ks or something like that. But whatever it is, that's where it's going to be at. Let me see one more thing here real quick.
Because inquiry minds want to know it.
Yeah, so this is directly from Leticia, General Secretary. Kindly note that we are reviewing the route to the upcoming national championships. As usual, the individual time trial will be on the boom road. The road race will be the same as last year, but we are reviewing the start finish. So they're reviewing that because remember, the finish was sprinting downhill by the gas station, right? And that can be a little bit tricky. So maybe I would say move that up a little bit to the to West Star, like finish right on top of that hill.
The time finish. I mean, what time finish?
That's why I said it finished at. I remember Corey won. Corey was Corey Jiven and Derek Chavarria. And
right.
So that's like a tricky finish because it's coming downhill and then you have the speed bumps. So I think really, if CFB is listening, maybe they should consider this a really good place to finish it if they're using the same route, would be up the hill by West Star.
Okay.
And I think because the gas station is there, you can probably have a little bit better traffic control as well.
So when you come around the curve,
right. So just come up and finish up the hill. Nice uphill sprint finish.
Me and Pop McDonald, when you do the race there, we finish.
Okay, excellent. And then because sprinting at the speed, coming down and then going into the bridge, it's pretty. It's a little bit challenging. So I would do that, but. That's what's happening, and the dates would be June 20th for the individual time trial and the 21st.
Okay.
So June 20th and June 21st, guys. Roughly, what is that? That's roughly, are you looking at maybe like 6 weeks?
Okay.
6 weeks out. So, yeah, time to get serious, right? You have another solid month of training, and then perhaps a couple of lighter weeks. But yeah. Definitely, guys, stay motivated and stay disciplined so you can have better results.
I know the Caribbean, the Junior Caribbean Championship, I think we discussed again, but I guess the people from UCI want to come in and check out the course and see which is more. But why I understand through the grapevine that the course they're looking on is because most of the highway getting some kind of rehabilitation, so a lot of the roads won't be like too busy to shut down. So they probably might use the as-will turn circuit or whatever we call it on Malos Boulevard. Along that boulevard, they turn because I think each lap is somewhere around about 5 miles. So I know about the starting line and finish, but turn the high school, Sacred Heart.
Okay.
So you go up, go all the way to the light and turn, and then you come back, and then you come the roundabout back. And I don't know what the finish line will be if you be by the Matos use auto parts, most of the race finish, or they had changed the. But I think that's one of the best part because it's a slight uphill too, right?
Sure.
Yep. So.
Yeah, and good for traffic control there
Yeah,
as well.
and you have to be close off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's the date or month for the junior?
I believe that in August. I'm not sure. I believe it's in
Okay.
August, but the second federation could pass on that information so we can share it.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Anything else you want to jump into? Again, the Mother's Day race coming up here this weekend. Definitely, everyone support that so we can have a nice, successful event. The race starts at 9 o'clock, which is not, give us enough time to drive with the coastal road now. I mean, from Boom, it's just an hour and 15 minutes all the way to.
Serious?
Yeah.
That fast, yeah.
Yeah, hour and 15 minutes. So that's pretty amazing. From the city, it'd probably be an hour and a half. Which used to take you maybe 2.5 hours before. So that cuts it down quite a bit. So we expect several riders to show up, and the late start, 9 o'clock, gives you enough time again to get there. So we encourage everyone to support that event. Let's talk a little bit about, since we have a little bit of time here, let's talk a little bit about the health of cycling here in Belize. Let's talk about that. What I want to do is present a couple of questions to you, Andrew. Being that you are basically the voice and the eyes and ears. I'll call you the eyes and ears. I'll call you the eyes and ears of Belize cycling because two things. You're doing the live stream, so you're definitely seeing everything, and you're the ears. You hear everything at the shop. A lot of things come through your shop, right? So I want to present these questions to you. What's the feel out there on the street as far as where we're at with cycling? You have been in the sport over 40 years. You have seen everything. As far as where cycling used to be, the progression, where is it at today? What do you like that's currently happening, Andrew? What can we do better?
Well, for sure, it definitely a better place than before. The reason we are having results, what I like is that a lot of the young kids are getting to get professional, well, I call them professional coaches that, back in the days, we just oh, but we're going to have to build and back, or we're going to 25 and back. But nowadays, it's very technical. Everything, the food you eat, the type of training, you have all the gadgets where tell you how many power meter, I mean, the whole 9 yards. And if you listen to the riders talk, and everybody talk about watts, right? And people in the shop, they talk about what they watts. Like this morning, Harry Campos said, when he attack, he make sure he hold on about 800 watts for a while, then he dropped to about 600. But he hold that because when he do that, he know most man can't hold a wattage. So what happened? They get separated. And that's the reason why you see the riders that are training smart, those are the ones that will excel. And I encourage all cyclists. If you want to race, you have to jump on the bandwagon. You have to get the proper training. It's not the old school upon and say, oh, just go out and train. No, that's not working anymore. So, like I said tonight, you never want to eat because you depend on diet and you don't know what elite rider per se, but that's one next thing. You have to watch your diet. You just can't eat anything, right? Regardless, you have to say, it's a no-no. If I want to compete, I have to make sure I eat good, rest. I have one good bicycle. There is no doubt. You can't go depend on old school bike. That don't work anymore. Then bike there for recreational riders like me. But if you are raced in today's date, you have to get a good machine. You can't go no old rim bricks bike and think you have to have all the new equipment, the bigger tires, No, because what's important, anybody use 54 blade and they use normally 50 and 52 and so no that go because whenever they put on the watts you get a serious tailwind, you want to wind out these so I definitely have seen some great improvement.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are some of the things, like you said, you like the fact that the riders now are riding with numbers. Watts, that's a true measurement of power, right?
Right.
You can use heart rate and cadence, but when it comes, a lot of things affect heart rate, how hot it is. right? If it's super hot, maybe your heart rate will spike up a little bit more. If it's cold, you know, things like that. That if it's raining, but when it comes to watts, the power is the power, right? So that's definitely a good way to train, and knowing exactly what you can sustain for, you know, how much period of time. That's a game changer right there. And you know, everyone that's elite. When I say elite, the younger riders, you know, juniors and elite riders should all invest in a power meter, you know. And there's some, you know, you can get power meters on the market for, you know, pretty affordable now. You have different ones you can do, whether it's in a pedal, whether it's in a crank, you know. So depending on what your budget is, you can definitely get one. But getting one is a great start in moving to that next level, right? And like you said, all the guys that are utilizing that are definitely riding at a higher level. So that's great. Back in the day, that was something that was non-existent, obviously. So that's a good thing to see that Belizeans are working with coaches like Ken Go Cool. They're working with you know, Mario Ariove. They're working with other coaches. You know, I know Antonio Digital Alliance has this female coach in Mexico who has them on strict power training. So, you know, that's definitely next level to progression there. So that's great. But what are some of the things that you would like to see maybe a little bit different? You know, whether it's in any category, elite peloton or juniors or female. What do you think we can do a little bit better?
For sure, it's I said that kind of the hostilities amongst cyclists, and I want them to get on the train of, you know, of love, show each other love, show each other, you know, if you could help in any way. If you say, dear, you know, I said, you know, I'm doing something wrong. Help me out. We can help out each other, because it's for one goal, right? And we know we have teams, whatever, but you want to share your knowledge, and even discipline. You know, the sport of cycling, you have to be disciplined, not having no verbal abuse of each other, you know, calling names. Competition or big competition, but you want to have it to be fun and clean.
Respect. Yeah, respect and
is
be
the key,
good sportsmen and sportswomen, right?
Abide by traffic rules. That's very important. It could save your life, right? So because when you left Belize and you go compete anywhere out of the country, you can't be using up all the road. Certain things you can't do. This morning, I love this morning, and I can't wait for that upload, because all the cyclists were told at the start of the race, if you cross the yellow line, you'll be disqualified. And I think maybe 1 or 2 persons maybe just go and cross one quickly, and they can't just end up on the left side, and they come back on the yellow, within the yellow line. And so the race road, that's the reason why I say it busts into so much pieces, because they can't go across to get shelter, so they end up get dropped, or they have to find a different next echelon now. But that our safety now, key. Safety is a key, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Great point you brought up. You know, when you travel across the border, you have to abide by the rules and regulation, right? Like you said, the roads are not closed. There's no reason that we should be. And I make it a point that, I'll put it out there. If you see me crossing the yellow line, call me out, because I will definitely make sure that doesn't happen. Sometimes I was very close, and what I did was I moved over and started a new echelon. It is okay. Like, it's not something that's practiced in Belize, but if you watch professional sports, let's say you have a big group and it's a crosswind, right? And you have maybe 10 riders or 15 riders stretched out across the road. Like, if you start a new echelon, you're still getting the same draft, you know, and it works, right? So instead of like squeezing and trying to, that becomes unsafe, because you're running out of road, you're in the opposite lane, right? So, but we're not used to doing it. So I am trying to do it to show other riders it just can be done, and just start a new line per se. and then another 15. If the group is that big, you start another, and you'll see how it can work, right? Like, for example, a rider said, well, what happens if peloton is big? What am I going to do? Well, that's what you do. You move over and you start a new echelon. So you're definitely a proponent of that. So thank you very much. And you're calling out riders, and I always try to make sure you're not calling my name. I can't be on the show here.
No, I say who they come out to pick up all who they disobey or
Right.
who they broke the rules. But I said that I want to call names. If I say, I say, okay, I see D-Way they come across the line.
Well, believe me, everyone knows the names, and you have the camera on them, so it's just like your call. Yeah.
So folks, the safety is very, very important.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So, I mean, you, like I said, you are a part of the change, and that's great to see, right? You're out there with the camera. If you weren't out there with the camera, no change, right? Exactly. No one would have known this is happening, and it would be just like as normal, right? The other thing that I would like to point out here that's happening in Belize, it seems like we have a pretty tough time with two things. Let me address this one first. Time trialing. I would like to see more time trial races. We have the course to do it, Andrew. We have the link road, which is perfect for that, time trial races. We should have time trial races. Why are we not having time trial races here in Belize? The only time where we have time trial races, national championship. That's it. Like, let's do it. Let's start doing it. Like, CFB should just start doing it. And of course, you start doing it, you'll have a small crowd. But the one thing is with Belizeans, they're pretty competitive. So if a couple of guys are out there and they're getting all the fame and stuff, and other guys will be like, oh, I can beat him. I'll show up, right? So it's good to start somewhere. Let's get it going. But I'd like to encourage that. I'd like to see more of that. Not just when there's national championships, or perhaps when Belize has a national event somewhere, right? The national team is traveling. Then you have a couple riders who's going to be training on a time trial bike. But I couldn't tell you the last time I see when was the last time you saw a time trial bike on someone riding, like, training?
Well, it doesn't start to come out now because the national.
Yeah, but before, even now, since they announced it, I haven't seen one.
Yeah.
No one's riding it.
Well, a few people come to the shop, and I think young Devin Major, they on time trial bike. Young Ahmad Charrington.
But they haven't been riding it, like I said,
they'll
there.
start.
And what I would encourage them, if you have a time trial bike, or even if you can modify one with the bars, I would encourage the young riders at least once a week. Familiarize yourself with the positioning, get the right positioning, and to see how much power you're putting out depending on where your where your positioning is. Get that dialed in. But the only way to do that is by riding the time trial bike. And then let's encourage CFB to have these races for these individuals as well, right? It's pretty, I would say it's pretty easy and cost effective to have a time trial races. So that's one thing, like I said, let's do more of that. The other thing that I would want to bring to the public's attention is I don't think the female category is growing at a consistent pace as I would like to see it, right? Do you agree with me?
I do.
Yes.
Well, actually, in one level and then it dropped down back.
Exactly. So we have to. It was at a high level, when the Ruben Martinez and that crowd was really supporting that behind it. It was at a high level. So I'd like to understand what kind of happened there. So what I'd encourage again the Cycling Federation to do. I think female category is a big category, especially the youth and juniors. I think when they see the interest from these young people, they need to get behind it, understand why they're interested, and foster that, right? Perhaps they need more entry-level races, shorter races.
Shorter races, that's
right.
definitely.
When I say more entry-level races, that's exactly what I'm saying, Andrew. So shorter races, and incentivize them to ride, perhaps tie it to, things to do with their education, school supplies, maybe tuition for a month, just tie it to that.
Yeah.
So that, hey, I'm excited, I'll come out and race. If I win, if I come in third, I get free tuition this month, you know what I mean? Or I get, school supplies or something. But tie it into something that's very tangible and meaningful for these kids. So that's what I would encourage the federation to do. Like I said, there was one race where we had 20 or so?
21 ladies line.
21 young ladies riding. And right now we're struggling to get one in our Thursday races, right? And I'm pretty sure there's got to be at least double digits in the city limits that was riding at one point in time. So, so again, you know, people are going to lose motivation if the incentives are not there. So it is, to me, whoever is responsible for building cycling, and for building cycling, it's the Cycling Federation of Belize. That's a cycling body. Right now, the Weekend Warrior Cycling Club is doing more for the female category than the Cycling Federation is strategically, right? Of course, they're having these races, but what I'm saying is more strategically. Let's understand who's riding. Let's encourage them to ride with, like I said, the shorter races, the less challenging races, to get them excited and get them in there. Once they're in there and they start training, then of course you extend the distance, you increase the distance, and also the difficulty of the races. And I'm sure, look, I look at my viewership here, and our viewership for As the Wheels Turn. We have a lot of female viewers, right? I am sure female viewers will get behind the women category. So again, if anyone from CFB is listening, I encourage them. That's a category that I'd love to see grow tremendously. The same effort that's put into the men junior category. Because if you notice right now, the men junior category is really, the male junior category is really building, and it's progressing, and we have some solid athletes in the junior category riding at a high level, right? So I think that might have been a missed opportunity, but let's learn from that and let's move on, and I think we can do significantly better. But it's one of those things that we've talked about like consistently, and I think we need to be more proactive about it and more strategic about it, and plan, and let's see how we can push that category. Any insights or anything, you know, at the bike shop that you can help with, you think, as far as encouraging these young women? I know at one point what really helped it look like is that you had set up a bunch of trainers, right?
Still have some trainers there, and I encourage them to come and, you know, don't only, the most important thing, most riders they don't have a good bike fit. They just jump on a bike and ride. Maybe people just ride on the bike. That's very important too. Getting a good bike fit, and you will see how efficient you will be.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, when the female category was starting to boost up, I know we had some great supporters from the diaspora who were sending bikes in and a bunch of stuff. And again, congratulations to you for doing your part, which was actually setting up these trainers and introducing these young ladies to cycling. And I'm sure you're still committed to doing that if you need to. But yeah, let's look at that. You know, as a whole team here, anyone that's trying to you know, help cycling grow. Let's do that. Focus on, I would say, two things for sure that would definitely increase the level of cycling here in Belize significantly. More time trial races, and then more activity around the female category. Go back to the time trial. We can do individual time trials, and we can also do team time trials, right? So other things, but yeah, those are my two things. I think we need to jump into some giveaways too, right?
Yeah.
Should we take a break and then come back and do giveaways?
Yeah, we'll do the break and return.
Cool, guys. But on those topics, if you want to, you know, definitely share your thoughts in the comments. You can do that and chime in on the conversation.
As the Wheel Turn has been brought to you by Southern Queen Products, Healthy Hair, Radiant Skin, Royal Confidence, Sensible Guess, and 3.14 Pi.
Hear me now. This is a Soul Fire production. Soul Fire production.
as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night at 6:30 as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live with Turner, so yes, I sit and watch as the wheel turns. My bike is where I get my thrill. Up and down, riding through the hills. I have no fear as I climb and change my gear. Through the valley so steep, now we on the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As the wheels turn. Every Thursday night at 6:30 as the wheels turn. Racing through the streets and through the hills as the wheels turn. Every Thursday night we pedaling as the wheels turn. Streaming live with Turner, so yes.
Welcome back, the giveaway section. But just before I get into the giveaway, I want to big up happy birthday at the start. Never get the young lady name, but Tamika Roca / Young. Oh, not married name or whatever, right? Tamika Roca Young. So I think the married name Young. So I got you, Tamika. Happy birthday to you.
Yep, Elston, that's a great point, actually. The CFB should work with, absolutely, and that's what, like I said, CFB has to own that as far as developing these categories, and the Chavarria family by far has had the most significant impact. I would say Chavarria and then Kayakatus and that team with the summer series as far as developing the young talent, right?
Right.
So definitely work with Jocelyn and his family and his team to see what you could do to foster interest. Right, in for females. But yes, let's get to the fun part of the show, which we've missed for a couple of weeks, and now we're back into it. The giveaways.
Yeah. Okay, so the
first prize. What do you want? First prize. What do you want to give away? We've got shirts. We got hats, bandanas.
The first prize.
All right. First prize is a lovely. On the larger side, but it is a lovely 96th annual Holy Saturday Cross Country Cycling Classic shirt. Beautiful Belize flag there, guys.
We got Miss Sheridan Garbat out of Houston.
And she's donating this shirt as well? All right. You taking question number one, or?
No, you got to come. My phone got.
All right. Question number one, right there on the screen, says, name the two cyclists who finished in a dead heat in a cross-country race, and what year was it? You really had a dead heat?
You have the answer? I mean,
Yeah. Well, George has the answer, so.
I don't know. I know the answer. I know have it.
Yeah, well, we have it. I got it all.
Then if we put the two names and
the
year.
The two names and the year in one line, or George will disqualify you. He's a pretty stiff judge.
Half in a search.
One answer, right, George?
There, please.
All right. One answer or forfeit your chance to win. How about that? And again, these questions are brought to you by
Mr. Elston Wade.
And he's tuning in. So Mr. Elston Wade Jr. from beautiful Birmingham Landing, and also a team supporter for Team Phoenix. The Phoenix are not flying right now, though. What's going on? I think they're waiting for Justin Chavarria Jr. All right, the winner is Mr. Consistency. Mr. Thursday Night Consistency, Keith Anderson. Congratulations. You have won a beautiful shirt, cross-country edition. You can pick this up at the bike shop.
Ring the bell.
Anytime after tomorrow, right? Anytime tomorrow. All right, moving along.
Right now.
So again, answer was Duncan Vernon and Johnny McGill. And that was way back in 1960. Was this the only, Elstan, was this the only ever dead heat? Because I think maybe after then you start using cameras and stuff like that, or was this the only dead heat that you can remember?
As far as I remember, yeah.
Okay.
All right now, guys.
All right.
Apologies.
Well, I hope the folks they enjoy the music. But I'll become Mr. Andy Bennett, the man right here. So you're here playing in the background.
Everybody know when you touch the road. Andrew Hard on his fixing. That are the code. From little picnic to big man speed. Every right and them exactly what they mean.
Who you said? Thanks to who?
It's Andy Bennett.
Why?
And he did that. And he got the music made for me. It's a,
That's Denzel though, right?
no, it's a,
Who's the artist? Who's the artist?
Kiara Shine, I think.
Oh, Kiara Shine.
Yes, people love the music, but I think some people say dance too.
Oh.
Next question.
Question number 2, guys.
The prize of that.
For the prize, yeah, be my screwdriver set.
Okay. Screwdriver set. Who's this donated by?
That by Mr. Glenn Ford and Margaret Jex.
Okay, the Jex family. Keep up the great work, Mr. Jex. I see him on the John Smith Road quite
Yes, yes,
frequently.
yes,
getting his exercise.
Well, actually, he came in Benque Sunday.
Okay, excellent. Nice job.
So we'll find one dead heat and another way. What's the symbol?
One dead heat, huh? Nice. All right, name the only foreign cyclist, Andrew, to win the junior cross-country race. The only foreign cyclist, this is easy. And what year was it? This is not too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only foreign cyclist there.
Oh, dude, that number 3.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No matter, no matter.
It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Question number 2. Name the only foreign cyclist to ever win the junior cross country, and what year was it?
I think that's the Pogacar, right?
Tadej Pogacar. Was that junior? He came to believe it was a
Yeah, he called up in junior. Yeah, he
Oh.
won the cross country.
You know? Do you know it?
Yeah.
You know it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I remember when I remember who. Yeah.
But a year or two.
Yeah.
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 So, sorry guys, look, I checked something. And
Quite recent.
it didn't mean.
I'm s-
Wait.
I'm-
Right now, tell me, hold on, sorry about this. Can double check this name. That not correct. That question not correct. Tell me my apologies. That for me, that not correct.
Yeah, no, that's not the question. It says, question number 2, I have it here. You want me to say it?
Make a double check the other one there, because this is a question. 2 versus question 3 if it match up with what I got. Alright guys, at least nobody really gets.
Where did you get that from?
That for the last one. Because that was template I used. So I erased all the previous question, I put in the new one there, but this one, the old question must remain on it. So it look like that. Only that one, but I can double check that 3 and 4 match what we got here in the chat.
All right, so we'll be back with the question here shortly.
Alright, well, I think I got it correct now. I can double check it here. Put a next marker. The good thing is, anybody really get damaged from it. Nope, that's not it. Refresh it correct. Just a minute.
So to avoid that question.
Yeah, that question. So forget that question.
This is a real question. Maybe I put the marker first on MD.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I put that marker, I can see the answers there. So, but actual question 2. Alright, so that marker indicate that the actual one come up now. So if we go ahead and read that now.
All right, question number 2 is name the Miguel brother who won the most cross-country races.
It's even easier. So
There's like four brothers, right? And the one brother who won the most cross-country races. Name.
And after worry about a 2-part answer.
Dolfo Miguel.
Close.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, that old question, man. Name on yeah, so I get it easy this time. So I don't name. Label leader. Alright, well, that's the first one, Bobo. Winner.
Winner. Correct.
All right, and they won.
Screwdriver set by
Yes.
Adrian Popper. So pick up your
Adrian
prize.
Popper.
It's a nicely screwdriver set, and now you have.
Yes.
You could switch around the different size, standard.
Clear off the question. I'll double check that the third one, the correct one. I'll clear off this. And
So folks, remember, head down to Griga Sunday. The old gentleman said if anybody want to contact him. Probably posting the,
One for me, please, if you're watching.
posting them up on the Facebook page, so contact if you want to hudut. Boy, miss out on the hudut.
I'll bring one for you.
Everyone, bye D. Thank you.
Got it.
Alright.
I'll send it with Rick.
Send Rick, right.
Yeah, so Rick, remind me to get one for.
What do I win for question 3?
Question
now we need
three.
the cap.
Alright.
Yep.
Nice. I think it looks better. It looks better on you, Andrew.
Sorry, I don't cap, man.
You've never worn.
I wear cap, but I like the Lee real baseball one because my head is small, so I like.
You don't want one of it?
No, I never got
Really?
one. Yeah, it more take you guys, not me.
No, really.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah, but big up Miss Sheridan Garbutt.
I'm just.
Michelle.
I'm participating. I'll be there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a nice one.
Yeah.
I like mine actually.
Uh-huh.
We have. Did you get one with the name, with your name on it? Or
Yes,
just,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with the cycling figure in the front. Yeah, she does a nice job with
Yeah.
the design. So, well done. Thank you for your support.
Alright.
And the winner is.
Oh, no, when you bring up question 3,
Yeah.
bring up question 3.
Ready?
Yeah, read it. Read it out.
All right. So, name the cyclist who was third in a junior cross country race and also won the men's cross country race 2 times.
What the?
Is that correct?
That's not the correct thing. What the hell? I read it about tonight.
Okay.
What the hell?
Apparently, name the former winner of the Creme Classic whose grandson. That's it.
Oh yeah. Boy, that
George!
Yeah.
All right. So I guess after the show we'll have an ad for a new tech guy.
No.
Just kidding. You didn't get that, George? Our technical position has become vacant. No, George does a nice job. He just has a lot to do. And these templates are tricky, right, George?
What's up?
I said these templates are tricky. Like if you don't get them out the system.
Yeah. Where are they?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to look out for this answer.
All right. Is this ready to go?
Yeah, people know the answer, but.
Okay.
All right.
Name the former winner of the Creme Classic whose grandson finished second in a junior cross country race. Okay, I know that one. Name the former winner of a Creme Cycling Classic, New Year's Day race winner, and grandson was second in the junior cross country race. That's easy. It's a recent
Former winner from Classic.
recent second place.
Alright, well, we got winner then.
Winner?
Ring it out. Yes.
Robin, that's animal florist. So Francisco Flores, but we know everybody knows as animal
Yes.
florist. So we take that. We take that. Yeah.
Miss Robin
Robin
McKenzie won this beautiful hat.
So pick up your cap.
Cap her hat. Yeah.
Sure, put the grandson name first. Catch up
All right. Our next prize, donated by
right now.
That's by Mr. Eckert Phillips.
Mr. Eckert Phillips,
Eckert and Carol Phillips.
who are currently in Belize enjoying with the.
I don't know if he's still at Belize, but he was.
As of yesterday, I think he was still in
Okay,
Belize.
all
I know they're working on a project here in Belize, so much luck and much success with that. And thanks for your donation.
No,
Bandana.
2 bananas.
No bandana.
All right, and we have the Question number 3.
If I can remove this quick. But if put this up, Bolida.
Question number 4.
Yeah,
Bolida, that's going to be quick.
Bolida. I was passing. It's my keeping up to date. It's a live. Why the answers are coming on this side? No, it's not post system.
Yeah, boy, last week Mr. Jack scared me down. Benque, boy, man say, come pick up donors. If I'm going to agree again, man say, come pick me up again.
Absolutely.
But sorry, the man head, still the head down.
Yeah.
Alright, put it in no.
Go for it, Donis.
Yeah. So choose a number between 79 and 99.
Sure, when Martinez on about a number, and even the other range. Bonga.
Choose a number between 79 and 99 and win yourself that nice bandana.
Put a number myself to buy from Bolida.
Is this a single or double banana?
I think I told you that.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's open it up, Andrew. See what, oh, nice.
Oh, that's not really bandana. What you call that? Like on the cap, like.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like a bandana,
Oh,
right?
bandana,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's cycling, you know.
Yeah,
You know who love these? Big Mike Lewis love
Yeah,
these. Winner?
Yes, but I double check. Because right off, I see the number, I was
Shanice Nicholson.
Shanice Nicholson. All right.
I think I'll buy auntie.
Who's that?
Say Stefan Pelayo.
Oh, yeah? Miss
Yeah.
Shanice? There you go. So, they're riding.
Sorry. You see? The jump right before the bubble detail.
Oh my!
Oh, okay.
Right, we're going on that. The minute the number pop up, people panicking and I just drop on the screen. It really hard for visual, listen a lot and have to scroll up.
Well, we don't like call people name on Guinness something, so we're bubble and get that shit and get so.
Okay, so Andrew has some more prizes here?
No, double the bandana, so.
Okay.
See, I still get a bandana.
All right, so 2 winners on this prize.
Yep. Once we make mistake, we are fulfilled. We know how to put up.
One thing about this show, right? This show is.
People are back to me and I feel like clear up a little.
Well, next week, so we'll do a 1 in, 1 out. So next week, we'll do like what we do. People like the Carlene thing. Here why some people say like Carlene thing. Because when you do questions, a few people know it, so you find out that how people consistently win. But when you do the Carlenes, the who call get in. You understand?
Nice.
exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. So people can like the Carlene thing. Because whenever we have the question and answer, there's a set of people who don't know like don't know anything.
I have a suggestion.
Uh-huh.
So since we do this on Thursdays, so every Thursday live, the races, you give a secret word.
Okay.
Like in a live. So the secret word for tonight's giveaway will be. So that drives more people to watch your races that wants to win a prize.
Oh, okay.
So it's our secret word for tonight is electronic shifting. Or or whatever, right? So whoever's calling and says give the electronic shifting or wins that prize.
I get you.
So that drives more viewers that wants to win prizes to your morning race.
All right, good.
So you have to be watching the morning race, either the replay of it or live, in order to win Thursday night.
Yeah.
So we can start that, right?
All right. And so I start fun of the week.
Yes.
So what I want to do that once I take a picture with me or whatever, I will definitely post up your picture. So, but I want to start with young Miss Quilter, right? What am I telling your name? Alicia
Right.
Quilter. So you take picture of me last year. I send next picture. So Alicia, I want to take you be starting
Number one.
Number
Finally.
one, yeah. Sunday I'll post up a picture, right?
Excellent.
And so she have the whole week. Then the following Sundays, we'll put a new person.
Perfect. So now do I get to pick a fan of the week too?
Yeah, of course.
Like if I'm traveling around and we love the show.
Yes,
and
man.
I
Yeah,
pick-
of course.
Yeah.
It's as it returns.
Well, you know what we should do? We should make it like mandatory to take a picture with us. The fan of the week.
True.
Yeah. So that's your opportunity, right? Nice.
Okay, in a bubble too. So you say the first junior stop by bike shop claim the prize in a bubble too. So
Excellent.
all right.
Do we ever know who the in a bubble or two is?
I don't know who the person, but it's a very giving person.
They always
Yeah,
donate.
yeah,
there?
always donate.
Oh. Are they here in Belize or?
I have no idea. So that really a secret. I'll make the I'll call it the FBI or somebody zero in a bubble or two and give it a whole.
Yeah. Well.
Well, D-Red, time fly by so quick, man.
have to run,
just
huh?
come in and time done already.
Yeah.
Your closing words?
Absolutely. Good to be back after a week hiatus. Take a little break, Labor Day, but always excited to be back and be with our viewers. And as we can see, I mean, like this week, they were excited about the giveaways because the answers were quick.
Yeah.
We didn't have to wait too long to give away the stuff. So we just encourage our viewers to continue supporting Andrew and his live streaming. Tune into these races, as they're coming up, which they always do. We'd like to thank you for doing that, of course. And again, we all try to give back as much as we can. Spread the one important thing that we want to give back, which costs nothing, is just love. Let's just give back love. A smile here and there goes a long way. Hey, nice job, goes a long way. I make it a point. If you notice, if you ever have the camera on me, I make it a point every race. Everyone that's on the podium. I give them a little kudos and say, hey, nice job. If we all can just practice that routinely, I think simple little things like that make a big difference, at the end of the day, rather than just being upset that you lose or go back to the drawing board and, at the end of the day, first and foremost, whatever level you're doing this at, you have to have fun. If you're not having fun, it's not worthwhile doing it, right? So, like I said, our viewers, our supporters give a lot back to us. Some of the folks out there are always giving, Mr. Toa always contributing. He actually texted me right away when he saw the poster, and he's watching. Hey, never be afraid to reach out to him. He's definitely supporting myself. He supports you a lot as well with the live streaming. The Cabrals, Alda Andolfo, Kevin Logan, the Stewart Roberto family. I mean, these are names that you were always repeating, right, over and over. And we have to acknowledge those folks because, not only they're giving the support as viewership, but they're also giving the support with resources, with their own resources. They're not getting anything back from this. They're just freely giving it out. So, again, I use my little network, my family, my little network and friends and stuff to give back as well. And I was adamant, like the race I'm doing, I was adamant that this is the race where riders just show up and race. The no registration thing for me was big, right? Not it's a little bit, but not taking away from them. But actually, whatever they win, they get to keep, and that's addition to whatever they have, and not having to give anything. So I think, again, not all of this is coming out of my pocket. The good thing is I have a lot of good people supporting me that I can actually use that network that I have, that people who truly love the sport, love cycling, and love the cyclists to be able to give back. So I encourage other people, other cyclists, birthdays coming up, to let's get on this journey, right? And make it fun. Like I said, cake for everyone on the podium.
Yeah.
Lots of smiles. So we're living in serious times right now, man. Serious times. Every day I open up the phone. In Belize, small country in Belize, you see so much violence, and I just don't want to highlight that at all. I just want to highlight love. I want to highlight caring and sharing. We really, really only have a little short time on this earth, and you choose. You literally make your decision every day. You choose how you want to live your life, and I've dedicated my life to trying to bring smiles and joy to as many people that I can affect, and it doesn't cost me anything more than just just spreading love. So again, guys, thank you very much for always welcoming me into your living rooms on a Thursday night. Andrew, thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of this show. Thank the entire team, your entire family. Thanks to George, thanks to Kevin, Logan, Miss Rita, Mrs. D, Alex, Denzel, and the entire team that brings this show to you guys on a Thursday night. So with that being said, good night for myself.
Yes, folks, before I leave, I want to ask the folks to support the raffle. Reach out to Miss Rita, Miss when your mom and
Yes, Melanie Steen.
Melanie Steen. You can reach out to
Robin, Miss
Robin
Morera.
and whoever reach out to. Buy those tickets, support the kids. You know, these are the future of cycling. We want them to travel, we want them to race abroad. So, Miss Rita, make sure I write down my name. I get one of the tickets. And who's out there, reach out to these individuals and purchase those tickets. In Benque, I want to apologize. Like I said, we'll put it up on the interview on the YouTube and on our Facebook page. You know, time I kind of short tonight for it. I didn't realize it was over 20 minutes long, so definitely will do that. I want to say Happy Mother's Day in advance to all the beautiful mothers in Belize and across the world. Like I always mention, mothers are very, very important. That they are the reason we are here. They show love. You know, I always say, I wish I had a lone female leaders of the country, but some females say, Mr. Donuts, you're wrong. But I do believe that the world will be a better place. You know, mothers really take care of kids. In closing, I want to thank Dee. You know, always been a great co-host, Georgian behind the scene, my dad and outside, Rochelle and Little Roxanne Instruction. Big up yourself, Andy Bennett. The music that you made, you had made for me, I really appreciate it. The fans love it. I love it. Thank you, Kevin Logan. Thank you again for tires or food. And I want to thank all you folks who tune in. The underdone, I say. Yeah. Yeah. What you say? Oh. Okay. All right. All the folks who tune in or top fans. Thank you all. Like I mentioned, I will start a new stuff. We'll start a new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fun, you know, we'll have fun of the week where we are posting up. With that said, one last person, my beautiful wife who's at home. I'll see you in a short while. We are out. Have a blessed Thursday night. And keep safe. Like I said, your family love you. Share the love. Tune in Sunday for an exciting race in Griga. With that said, we are out.
As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels turn, racing through the streets and through the hills. As the wheels turn, every Thursday night we pedaling. As the wheels